people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Akiela Galore. I usually do not get on here on Thursdays, but today I woke up and I know it is, for me, it is 4:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I already talked about this with a friend of mine. The title, which is "If We Landed on the Moon in 1969, Why Haven't We Been Back?" Because I just refused. I'm just going to tell you off rip, I don't believe it. But I want to have this discussion. If we landed on the moon in 1969, why haven't we been back? They tried to say, the internet says, the internet, boy. The internet says that, hi, Jaden. Hi, Jaden. Hit the like button. Hello, 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 good people. Y'all, I woke up this morning thinking about this shit. Hello, 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 good people. I just got back in the house. That's why I got my shades and stuff, but I'm too fancy for my britches. But anyway, y'all, do tell me right now, the two people who are in here, do you think Neil Armstrong landed on the moon? Do you think he landed on the moon? I was having this conversation with people. Thank you for hitting the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do y'all think that, hey, superstar, hi, Big Swagger? Yes, Big Swagger. Do you think that hello, Spa, Big Swagger? Do you all think that Neil Armstrong landed on the moon? I just got back in my house. I've been thinking about this shit all day. I done had a conversation with somebody about it already. For you all who are coming in, hit the like button. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. And if you like what I'm saying, stick around and hit the subscribe button. But right now, this is on my mind. Do y'all think that Neil Armstrong landed on the moon? I just, I just, yeah. Okay, Jada says yeah, but I don't think he did everything he said he did. Spot says no chance. Big Spider says I think so, but I hear a lot of doubt about it. Look, y'all, I do not look. I don't think Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. I do not think. It says Neil Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon, a milestone during the Apollo 11 mission on July 20th, 1969. If Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, then why, when they send rockets out to space, that they explode? And how did Neil Armstrong live to be 83 years old, 82, however old he died? I just don't get how they talk about, so we landed on the moon and we haven't been able to go goddamn back. Let me take my shoes off and get comfortable, take my glasses off. Hello, 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 beautiful people. Because honestly, Jada, I did not believe that shit. Okay, so Spot says Neil Armstrong should have gotten an Oscar for his moon landing acting. Oh my gosh, Spot, talking about some hippity hippity hop, hippity hippity. Like, I forgot to put the video down in the description box below. Mick Swagger says we was taught in school, so I just might be brainwashed to the fact. And Jada says, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, if you look up Neil Armstrong landing on the moon, this shit look like a fucking joke. I've worked in the background of like different sets. Good idea. Take everything off. LOL. You said what you mean. LOL. But yeah, I was looking at that video because I seriously woke up with this shit on my mind. I was looking at the video of when they said Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. I said this has to be a fucking joke. Bro, look at this. This has to be a fucking joke. There's no way that you want me to sit here and believe this. Look at this. Hold on. Like, look at this. I don't know if y'all seen this video. If they did, if they did that shit today, they doing that shit right now, and rockets are exploding. The video is 2.5 minutes long. I'm gonna skip to this part where they have Neil Armstrong out here because you can go watch it on your own. Wait, I gotta take my AirPod off because I was like, what the fuck? Did y'all really believe this? They said 530 million people tuned into this shit when it happened.
We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The 11-foot beds are only, look at it.
What his ass talking about something?
I believe it, Charlie.
Where he at? He talking about some hippity hippity hop hippity. I was like, are y'all fucking serious? Did y'all really just? Oh, here he go. Y'all fed this to us.
Hippity hoppity, hippity hopping over hill and dale. Da 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 da. Hippity hopping along.
Be for fucking real, yo. Be for fucking real. I look. Hey, Karma. Sponsor said Elon Musk said he has to refuel his rocket 6 times to make it to the moon. So how did they do it in 1969? Exactly. And they said that it cost $25 billion to fund this project. So that's why it's not an easy feat. I mean, this wasn't a combo you was expecting today. Jaden, like, I literally woke up with this shit on my mind because I was like, I wanted to talk to somebody about it. I talked to my friend about it earlier, and we literally talked for like 2 hours about it. And we started talking about other things, but one small leap for me and one giant leap meant for exactly Mixed Swagger. The only thing they did in 1969 was the 69 part, 69 all day and night. I'm telling you, that spot. Hey, Karma. I was a kid when I saw that. I didn't look this. It didn't look this stupid. Look, I'm telling you, like, that make me not believe it. Hippity hippity hop, hippity hippity. There's no freaking way. Neil Armstrong landed on the moon and was able to come back and then live till he's 80 something years old. Like, be for fucking real. The earth is flat like frisbee. You know what? I was talking to my friend about that too, and we had started to get into like a deep conversation because he was. I would have to bring him on to have like he would have to give his perspective again in regards to what he thinks. But I was definitely not. I don't believe that Neil Armstrong landed on the goddamn moon. And then on top of that, y'all, like, I was up here really researching this shit because I was just like, it says, okay. If Neil Armstrong walked on the moon over 50 years ago, why hasn't America done it again? Was it a political stunt, a one-time flex, or is there something NASA isn't telling us? This isn't a joke. The earth is round like a testicle. Who knows? I've never looked into this conspiracy. The earth is flat. I feel like even if he did it, it would mess with you so bad because there's no gravity up there. Like, okay, even if he did it. Okay, say for example, he did land on the moon. Okay, why haven't we been able to do it again? Elon wants to go to goddamn Mars. Why haven't we been able to do that? If you've been able to goddamn hop over there to the moon, hippity hoppity hippity hop, why can't we hippity hoppity hippity hop over to Mars? That's why it don't make no sense to me. And then on top of that, America is very egotistical. Like, America, we are bullies. We like to do shit first. We like to pop our shit. If we're able to pop our shit the way that we do, why haven't we been able to do it over and over and over again? This theory, you all think of it as a theory, but I think of it as, especially being someone who's been extra on the set of a movie, when you've been making a movie or on the set of our audition or whatever, they set the stage up to make it look so believable. I've been behind the scenes. I've been an extra in movies. So when they're setting up the stage and then you see the movie front and center, everything, it looks so believable. It looks so real. Here we are talking about 1969. Look at the fucking background, yo. You don't have to believe it, but just use a little bit of self-autonomy. Like, look at this shit, dog. This shit look like a set. Look at Okay, so look at the satellite images that they show today, and you telling me that, oh yeah, that's what space look like? Oh yeah, that we landed on the moon, that's what it looks like? Mixed Swagger says they could have lied to say they was the first to the moon since Russia was first in space. Exactly, and it was a lady who was. I seen that, Mixed Swagger. I seen that, and you definitely are making a point. It was a lady by the name of the lady who landed. The lady. What's the name of the lady who went to space from Russia? Valentina Sorry if I'm fucking her name up. Valentina Tereshkova. They went first. Sponsor says they say they haven't been back to the moon because they don't have a reason to go up there. They said the only reason they went was to beat Russia, and now they got there first. They don't care. Hi, Vadim. Sponsor, I can understand that because I seen that too. That they say, oh, it was just a race to get up there to be like the first one to do it because other countries were clearly working on the same task. However, just like I said, Valentina was the first one to go out of space, and now America's like, oh yeah, Neil Armstrong was the first one to land on the moon. Bullshit. I call bullshit. And then on top of that, now they're saying, oh yeah, we don't have a reason to go there anymore. Well, why do you all want to go populate Mars? And if you had the ability to go to the moon, why not use that same strategy and go to Mars? I don't know. It's just, this is something I was thinking about. I woke up thinking about it, and I was just like, I said I would see y'all on Friday, but I wanted to get up here and talk to y'all and hear you all's thoughts about it as well. Thank you, Vadim. I wanted to hear you all's thoughts about it as well because ain't no fucking way they struggling with that shit today. And just for the fuck of it. Neil Armstrong was so happy doing his hip hop dance on his moon because he was just having fun, dance with the 69s, but he was doing that goddamn hip hoppity dance because he was on a goddamn green screen and that shit wasn't real. That's just my perspective. Are there any scientists watching me? And isn't that who look? Yeah, the scientists or I just don't understand how we were able to land on the moon and they can't do it again. Like right now. Elon Musk is worth, the internet says he's worth over $363 billion and Bill Gates is worth over $100 billion. So there are people who can afford to do it and fund it. I'm not a scientist, but I saw Hidden Figures. You did? It's Hidden Figures, a movie. I've never seen that movie, if that's what you're referring to. I haven't seen that. I was just doing some research on the internet because I was just like sitting here thinking about it. And it says the real reason Apollo happened, it was like, okay. It literally says that let's start with the no-nonsense side of things. Yes, America landed on the moon 6 times to be exact. The final mission, Apollo 17, wrapped in December 1972. After that, nada. Not even a lunar selfie. So what happened? Cold War motivation. Just like you said, it says we didn't go to the moon because it was fluffy and romantic. We went to beat the Soviets, period. Once America planted that flag and basically said, suck it, USSR, the main motivation fizzled. Like winning a race, taking a victory lap, then ghosting the track for the next 50 years. Which is an interesting perspective for me. But however, it just makes me sit and think like, okay, so did you all go, you went to the moon out of ego? Just to say that you did it first? I still don't believe that hippity hop shit. I don't believe it. And then it says the scientific financial reality is that NASA's budget. Okay, so Sponsor says if Elon Musk has to refuel his ship 6 times to get to the moon with modern technology, how did they get there one load of fuel? That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't believe this shit. I don't believe it. But you know what? It also, speaking of this also makes me think about the people who built the pyramid. If humans built them, if at all, like build a goddamn pyramid right now. Build it right now, today. How did they build pyramids? I definitely believe that. I believe in God for sure. And I also believe that like there's something larger than us out here in this world. But I don't believe that Neil Armstrong landed on the goddamn moon. Yes, karma. Yes. I don't know what was up with me today. I woke up like none of this shit is real. This shit you talking to me right now is not real. It's not real. I'm AI. I am not real. You never know. What if they had an AI that look and act just like me? Yes, karma. Mick Swagger says they should race to see who can cure cancer or end hunger instead of spending billions on space travel. Exactly. That would be more beneficial to everyone, but instead it's man's ego that's in the way that it allowed that to happen. You all make sure y'all hitting that like button. Thank you so much. And if you like what I'm saying, stick around and subscribe. Hit the like button, and if you like what I'm saying, stick around and subscribe. So the scientific plus the financial reality of it is that NASA's budget dropped hard after Apollo. This is what they're saying now. Not that I believe it, but this is what they're saying. NASA's budget dropped hard after Apollo. At its peak in the 1960s, space got 4.4% of federal budget. 4.4% of federal budget is for fucking space. Did you all know that NASA gets spent, or they spend, or they accumulate, or they make 60, no, they spend $64 million a day. Hi, Big Kane. Welcome aboard. Don't forget to hit the like button. $64 million a day is what NASA is funded. $64 million per freaking day. Go look it up. So in the 1960s, at its peak, space got 4.4% of the federal budget. And now it's closer to 0.4%. That's like asking Beyonce to throw a world tour on a local garage band budget. Like, bro, for real? Okay, Sponsor said we have the technology to build the pyramids easily today, but when they built the pyramids back in the day, we have no idea how they did it because at first there were no cranes. Karma says it's too difficult to live out there, so it's less of a priority to go. John says, wow. John, I know who you are, John. Mick Swagger says, if men keep trying to play God, they're going to mess something up. I absolutely agree, but it still doesn't explain. Hi, John. It still doesn't explain the fact that I don't believe that Neil Armstrong went to the moon. John, hit the like button because I know who you are. Hit the like button right now. So, it still doesn't explain that Neil Armstrong never went to the moon for me. Like, I just don't believe it. Especially that they changed the budget, and then it says, and they had a nerve to say, moon missions are expensive, risky, and not exactly reusable. No Uber to the moon yet. Example, a single Apollo mission in today's money, over $25 billion. That's more than the Marvel movie box office numbers combined. Again, there are people, humans, just like me and you, who have this money available. So why, if they, I don't think so. I don't believe it. And then here are the conspiracies, which is what I'm leaning more towards because I don't believe this shit happened. I would love to talk to people about why this didn't happen. Like I already told y'all, I talked to my friend earlier today. We talked about 2 hours because none of this shit is real. So it says, all right, now let's take the tinfoil hat out of the drawer. We went never. Oh, yes. Okay, so that's a bunch of bullshit. The shadows, that's a bunch of fluff. And in the 1880s and 90s, NASA pivoted to space shuttles, satellites, Mars probes, and the International Space Station. It was like, yeah, the moon was fun, but you have tried orbiting Earth for 20 years with international roommates. Let's not just go. Let's do it safely, smarter, and more sustainably. I absolutely get that, but it still doesn't explain why haven't we been again if it was so possible, if we did it. You know what I'm saying? So it says, NASA finally says, let's do it again. The Artemis program is set to land humans, including the first woman and person of color, on the moon by the mid-2020s. We're already at 2025. We're already in 2025. So it is in the mid-20s. Wait. Hold on. Wait. In the mid-2020s. The first Artemis launched in 2022, an uncrewed test flight. Okay, so Siri, what happened to the first Artemis that launched in 2022? Did it explode? The first launch in 2022 had a failure of the craft's propulsion system, resulting in the missions being terminated on May 12, 2023. Okay, so why is it so difficult to Why is the mission being failed if the strategy, if it happened in 1969, why not use the same strategy that they had and emphasize and make it better and do the same shit? If they sent out an uncrewed test flight and it failed, somebody terminated, it failed. They say that Artemis, the second Artemis and the third Artemis are coming soon. Think of it as Apollo was a classic most time, and Artemis is the Grammy-nominated reboot with lasers. The big question is, with all this AI, 8K cameras, reusable rockets, and billionaires throwing money at space like it's Coachella, why has it taken us over 50 years to return? Some say bureaucracy, others say conspiracy. Maybe it's both. Maybe we just got bored of the moon and distracted by earthly nonsense like TikToks and billion-dollar reboots. Okay. So that was just like some information I had. Okay, ask Siri, where is Voyager 1? Oh, okay, let me ask her. Siri, where is Voyager 1?
Voyager 1 is currently in interstellar space, exploring the galaxy. It is the most distant human-made object from Earth, at a distance of 167.34 AU, 25.0 billion kilometers, 15.6 billion miles, as of February 2025. This is from Eifelshins.com and Wikipedia.
Are there any humans on it? No, there are no humans on Voyager 1. So, what the fuck is it? That's what I don't get. Like, how can you say you're able to send satellites, send cameras, send uncrewed rockets? You said you sent a human in 1969. Where the fuck are they again? Why aren't they there? Like, I don't. Do you speak in Arabic? Let me say something to him in Arabic. Come on, cause you speaking in English. What about animals? What you mean? What about animals, Karma? Let's talk about the animals, cause that's when I start thinking even deeper. Like, there has to be something out here on Earth that's stronger than. Like, I believe that there's a creator, and I'm the co-creator. It's just some BS. Just enjoying. I'm a creator. I'm the co-creator of my life, but there has to be a creator because, like, where does water come from? You are from Egypt. All right, well, you know what? I was finna fuck with you on the translator, but I don't even feel like it. I speak English. You speak English. Let's have a conversation. I do not speak Arabic. They sent the monkey to space. So what happened from the monkey from space? On the shuttles, Karma, you think, what about the animals on the shuttles? They sent animals on a shuttle to space? Girl, where they do that at? Where they do that at? I ain't heard about that, Karma. Girl, tell me more. Big time Bert. You big back bitch. Get off my motherfucking live. Today is not the day for me to be professional. I'm not pouring wellness or nothing. This ain't no mind for Mondays. This is get the fuck off my goddamn live on Thursdays because I don't have time for your motherfucking ass. As a matter of fact, when I was on live yesterday, I said, where are my goddamn trolls? Here you go. Big back Bert. Get the fuck on, you big back, wet back, slick back seal. Bye. Bye. Fuck off. Go fuck off. Your belly so motherfucking big you can't even see your little ass dick you got. Or your ankles. Bitch, bye. Thank you, Karma. Okay. Woosah. Next. Fuck you talking about? Do you love Bromaster? Waleed Ahmad. What are you talking about? Spot says, I think the first thing sent to space was a dog. Tell me T. Tell me T. Siri, have they ever sent a dog to space?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
Search the web. Oh shit, Spot. They try. Yes, animals. Oh my goodness. Spot. You are so right. They said, y'all, let me tell y'all what ChatGPT said. This Safari said. They said, yes, animals, including dogs, have traveled to space as parts of various space programs. The most well-known space dog is Laika, a stray dog from Moscow who became the first living creature to orbit the Earth in 1957 aboard the Soviet spacecraft Sputnik 2. However, it's more important to know that Laika's mission was a one-way trip, and she did not survive. Her sacrifice provided crucial data about the effects of spaceflight on a living organism, paving the way for future human space travel. Other dolls like Belka and Strucker successfully orbited Earth and returned safely in 1960. They were the first animals to survive a space mission and return alive, offering valuable insights that help prepare for human spaceflight. That's highly interesting. Okay, so Belka and Strucker went there and came back and returned safely. Do y'all believe Belka and Strucker did that? Y'all believe this shit? Because they said the same thing about Neil Armstrong, so you can't believe everything you see on the goddamn internet. Do y'all believe this? Tell me right now. Girl, Karma, you was right. Yes, they sent fucking animals and dolls. And America got a nerve to be like, oh my God, we love dolls. Rah, 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 rah. We love dolls. We love dolls. Don't do nothing to dolls. But y'all up here got them sending dolls out to space on one-way trips. They sent their dog on a crash out mission. They definitely sent the dog on a crash out mission. They sent the dog on a they just want us to be distracted with space and do space be and do their things. Honey, I do not believe that shit. Isn't there a story about people focused on the space aircraft when they fuse? Isn't there a story about people being fused with a spacecraft when they come back? I'm not sure. Let me see, girl. Let's see. Siri, tell me about the story with people being fused with a spacecraft when they come back.
Do you want me to use ChatGPT?
Do the search web, girl. God damn, she being lazy lately. It says, based on the information available, there isn't a well-known story about people being fused with a spacecraft upon their return to Earth. However, the concept of individuals undergoing significant physical or psychological changes after space travel is a recurring theme in science fiction and has even been explored in real-world studies. Interesting. Here's a breakdown of related concepts. Science fiction, human-machine integration. Stories like Letters to the Cyborgs explore futures where humans become increasingly integrated with machines, raising questions about identity and what it means to be human. This is interesting information. Psychological changes. Astronauts can experience temporary effects like bone density loss and vision problems due to microgravity. However, they are generally reversible upon return to Earth. How the fuck would y'all know that if nobody's been to if you haven't been on the moon? I don't believe he landed on the moon. Where am I from? I'm from everywhere. That crap was creepy. It is, but how can they come up with these theories and say these things if it hasn't happened? That's my whole thing. I'm just like, what the fuck? Do all kinds of crazy tests on animals. They do. I wouldn't be surprised if they sent a goddamn monkey out to space either. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that shit. You know, they do a lot of shit we don't know about. Like, talking about they sent Neil Armstrong to goddamn out of space. Where are you, love? Where are you? You loved in Wally Ahmad. I forgot where you said you from, but baby. Well, it's like movies just enjoying. I don't be believing that shit. People got imaginations that sound real. Think about your own imagination. Spotswell says, I don't think they landed on the moon, but they could have. We don't know either way. But I definitely don't believe they did. Meek Swagger says, I think we won't be able to deep space travel until we are able to transfer our consciousness into machines. Ooh, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. Huh. Our bodies can't handle it. Meek Swagger, I completely agree. That would be very interesting. Did y'all see that movie called Ex Machina? And then you know what? Something else I don't goddamn believe. I done said this before. Waleed Ahmad, stop. Okay? Just stop. You know, something else I don't believe. I'd be like, Yeah, so I forgot what I was going to say. Waleed done goddamn distracted me. Waleed distracted me, and maybe I just need to stop myself from saying it anyway. But I damn sure don't believe that we goddamn went. That's wrong, Majapper. You said what? What's wrong, Spot? What's wrong? I just found this to be interesting, like an interesting topic. Like, oh yes, that's what I was gonna say. I was also gonna say, like, I also refuse Cassandra on Netflix about that kind of stuff. About the stuff that we talking about, Karma. Another thing is, I do not believe that what he said is wrong. Hi, Taiwan. What he said. You said, he don't think that we will be able to deep space travel until we're able to transfer our consciousness into machines. Our bodies can't handle it. Is that what you're talking about, Spa? But I know for me in particular, I don't believe that aliens look the way that people motherfucking make them look like. Look, if I pull up an alien right now, they're gonna show me some big head body, got more head than he got body ass goddamn alien. Skinny. What they say? B-Bola, they got more head than she got body. They're gonna say that the aliens look like this. I don't believe that aliens look like that. I think they look like us. If they do exist, they just look like us. If you spend the night with me, I'll take you to the moon and back, sweet angel. Ooh. What you trying to be, Neil Armstrong to second out this motherfucker? Both the comments in here, man. All right. Well, express how you feel about it. Like, that's his opinion. You can't say he wrong because that's his opinion. He entitled to his opinion. He says he don't think that we will be able to deep space travel until we're able to transfer our consciousness into our machines. Our bodies can't handle it. That's his opinion. How you gonna say he's wrong? You said you ain't no scientist now. How you know he wrong? I don't believe he wrong. I do think that he has a point because I'm thinking from the perspective of that movie Ex Machina where they had those bots, and they were intelligence and they looked like humans, and then she kind of like at the end of the movie blended into society. And to me, I just feel like that's what the transfer of consciousness looked like in the way that they made the brains. Hey, Classy 137. Thank you, Karma. I appreciate you. Both the comments you made. Okay, please. Yes, Karma. Thank you so much. Like, y'all, I told y'all as much hair as I got, I do not like having hair. Y'all be sure to hit the like button. If you like what you're hearing and you like to stick around and you like my vibe, then hit the subscribe button. Because they in a rocket, not just flying there by flapping his Spot, you funny as shit, bro. You watch one of your videos? I watched one of your videos, Karma. What do you mean? Classy 137. First off, we need to learn to travel at the speed of light first before we can even think about traveling through space with expedience. Okay, I understand where you're coming from, McSwagger. Spot says, oh, there's such thing as transferring consciousness into machines. That's insane. Okay, and there is no such thing as transferring consciousness into a machine. That's insane. You know what, Spot, actually, I do believe that they have these things where you can, I'm not a doctor or a scientist or anything like that, so maybe I'm not using the right words to articulate myself. However, they do have where if they people who detect dreams, and they detect when you're in the REM state of sleep, and they're able to gather information and collect data when you're sleeping. So if they're able to collect this data from just the while you're sleeping and your brain is operating, you can't put soul into a robot. I'm not saying that you can put soul into a robot. That's what artificial intelligence is. I'm not saying that you can put soul into a robot. What I'm explaining to you is, if they're able to take the consciousness, they're able to look at the patterns of our REM sleep and pay attention to what we're doing when we're sleeping, and our brains are consciously shut off, but our brains is still working subconsciously. The fact that they're able to collect data from the information alone lets you know that information can be taken from your subconscious mind because your brain is always working. Right now, we are consciously speaking with each other. But when you go to sleep, just because your conscious mind shuts off doesn't mean your subconscious mind does the same thing. Therefore, it's still intaking information. And if it's still taking information and they're able to collect this data while we're sleeping, why don't you think that they can collect consciousness? That's what transferring consciousness is, putting your soul into a robot. I feel like soul and consciousness are two different things, but two things can be true at once. And electricity flows through your body. I get it, man. This is getting complicated. It is interesting. I understand. This is just a higher. We're having a very like a 4D conversation right now. We're not even thinking about the 3D. So that's why it may seem like it's getting complicated, because now we're starting to play with different people's conscious and subconscious mind. And if you don't understand that your subconscious mind is continuously working even when you're sleeping, then you may not think from the perspective of, you might think that, oh, I go to sleep, everything just shuts down, when in fact you can program and condition your subconscious mind to be a particular way. And it just makes me think, I'm not saying that they could take our subconscious mind and put it into a bot and make things happen, but there has to be some way that they're able to transfer this information. It has to be. It's very plausible. Soul, spirit, and consciousness are all different things. Absolutely, I absolutely agree. 7-layer. Spot says soul and consciousness is the same thing. Interesting perspective, Spot. This insane a conversation we can have, because all people. This is an insane conversation. All we can have, because all people are on the same level. I absolutely agree, Spot. Carmen says subliminal messages. Like sleep paralysis. Is that what you're trying to say, Eddie? Paralysis? You done tickle me with that one. Paralysis. 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 Ask Siri how many neurons fire off in your brain. Okay, cool. Great question. How many neurons fire off in your brain?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
I want you to answer it yourself. Oh my God, she don't fucking want to do her job. What the fuck? How many neurons fire off in your brain? Hi, Aaron. Okay, the human brain has about 86 billion neurons. 86 billion neurons. Hi, Aaron. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Yes, hello. Thank you. I appreciate you. So don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Y'all come in here, hit the like button. I've never used subliminals. They scare me. Okay, Karma. What do you mean they scare you? Spa. Says doesn't have to be a way to transfer consciousness. That's just people's crazy dreams. There's more neurons in your brain than stars and the whole universe. Damn, Siri delegating now. Yes, she is. I love you here. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. This has been an interesting conversation to me, because I just do not understand. Yes, somebody thank you. I don't believe that Neil Armstrong went to the moon first. And then when it comes to our subconscious and consciousness, do you all, it seems weird to learn something while sleeping. I understand, but that's your subconscious brain still at work while you're sleeping. Look it up. That's why you often hear people talk about, hey, vegan beauty. That's why you often hear people talking about how, like for me, what those same frequencies and vibrations and things of that nature, that I condition my mind to be a particular type of way right before I fall asleep. I'm not gonna say it's all the time, but sometimes if I'm like right before I'm about to fall asleep, I start thinking of, most people when they lay down to go to sleep, right before they drift off to sleep, they think about what they did the day before. They think about what they have to do. They think about negative things. They reflect back on their shitty choices. Like it just is super negative before they fall asleep. Instead of taking that time to think so negatively and think about what you're gonna do today or tomorrow or whenever, you utilize that same time gap to start thinking about your future. Just dream a little bit. Express your emotions a little bit. Just dream instead of being so negative. That's you can look it up. You don't have to take my word for it. Go look this up. You can program your subconscious brain. You speak three languages. Yes, you meant paralysis. You still spell a paralysis wrong. Paralyssis. Neurons are related to electricity because they use electrical signals to transmit information throughout the body. I understand that, Mixed Swagger. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Spa? This conversation is very interesting to me because I find it to be like, you know, I like to use my brain just to think outside the box, and not only think outside the box, but just think for myself in a way that's like, you know what? I actually don't believe this shit that everybody keeps saying. I don't believe that. Vegan Beauty says, my husband woke me up the other morning because I was laughing and snorting in my sleep. I wanted to know what was so damn funny. Oh my gosh, Vegan Beauty. That's what I'm saying. Like, your subconscious brain is active. It's active. That is so funny. I wonder what you was laughing about as well. Like you was having a good time. And doesn't that kind of remind you of babies when you see babies sleeping and stuff like that, and they be smiling and laughing in their sleep? You be like, I wonder what they were thinking about. That's what that reminds me of, Vegan Beauty. Mike says, okay, smart, and says, okay, thank you, Mike. The moon is a satellite for many reasons pertaining to Earth and energies. Hold on. Seven Layers said, the moon is a satellite for many reasons pertaining to Earth and the energies that exist on it. Seven Layer, I don't understand where you're going with your statement or what you're trying to insinuate. It doesn't quite make sense to me. Can you please help me understand? Mick Swagger says, so if we got billions in our brain, if we can manipulate the neurons, we can learn to transfer consciousness through electricity, just like uploading videos to YouTube. I agree, Mick Swagger. I think it's already happening. To be honest, like, how do you think that AI is getting information and information and the accessibility that they have? Like, it comes from humans. And I believe that it goes into a computer, and the computer is its own brain, and then the computer brain and the human brain tied together. Even though the human created the computer itself, it's just like, it reminds me of, who was here first, the rooster or the egg? You know what I mean? I agree. The energy is its house, right? Okay, exactly. Vegan Beauty, exactly. Spot says, "Hey, sweets, don't worry about that." Mick Jabber says he is very confused, spreading false information. I find this conversation to be highly intriguing. This is when people want to have surface level conversations with me. This is why I don't be wanting to talk, because I be wanting to talk about shit like this. I'm just talking in theory. In theory, okay, I understand your. Oh shit! Somebody who just called me. Hello, hi Kim, how are you? Bitch, your motherfucking girl is about to be like I told you. Y'all are seeing me get my dreams and my goals and everything right in front of you. It's gonna happen right in between your little beady eyes. You know, them little bitty fucking things on your face that lets you look around and see Earth and goddamn think about the aliens and the goddamn planets and shit. Yeah, my life gonna change right in front of those things. Okay, so let me catch up with your comments. Last comment I read was Mick Swagger saying that he was just talking in theory. Mike goes forth to say the distance between the earth to the moon and the size of the moon catches the distance from the earth to the sun, and the size of the sun is why we have eclipses. I like your style of thinking, Mike, and I completely understand. Mick Swagger says, yes, the beady eyes, girl. Mick Swagger says, one thing I'll never say is I know everything just because it's something I may believe or want to believe. Nobody knows everything. I don't give a damn how many humans on this earth think they know. I don't care how much money they got. I don't give a damn how much resources they got. They still don't know everything. Elon Musk got over $300 billion, but bring his ass to the goddamn hood and invite him to the cookout and see if he culturally fits. Do you know what I'm talking about? He don't know every goddamn thing. He don't know our slang and our lingo. Just like if we take somebody out the hood and take him to one of Elon Musk's meeting, you think that motherfucker gonna hop in? That's what I'm saying. Not everybody know everything. Just know your role. Stay in your place. 7 Layers says the moon was created from an older Earth. It helps all elements pertaining to life in evolutionary flow, not just oceans and oxygen, but the waters and air in every life form. Okay, 7 Layer, thank you for dropping that tea. Spot says, man, did these people go to school and study astronomy? Doesn't sound like it. Spot, is that what you did? You studied astronomy? Clock it. Mike says Neil deGrasse Tyson can come to the cookout. What you say? I don't understand. Let me get my laptop because I'm expecting the email and stuff. Like, what? Can you give me one moment? I'll be right back. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's the hood. This hood astronomy, honey. I am not an astronomist. I am not an astronomist. I'm not a rocketist. I said a rocketist. I'm not an astronomist. I'm not a goddamn rocket scientist. I am just a girl who turned on her camera to talk to her audience about why I don't think that Neil Armstrong landed on the goddamn moon. I don't believe that shit for 1 second. And I don't believe that aliens look like that with them big ass heads and them pointy ass chins with them big black eyes. I think that came from a human's imagination. I think that aliens look like us. I'm speaking for myself. Oh, okay, Mick Swagger. My bad. My bad. Yes, it's the study of all sciences. Okay, spot like damn. My bad. Like, when you say astrology, I get excited because I start thinking zodiac. Because, bitch, I'm an Aries. And you know how Aries are. We can be getting ourselves. And I'm sorry to call you bitch. I don't want you to be offended. But you know how Aries are. We so into ourselves. 7 Layers said Neil deGrasse Tyson is a whole gangster. To whom? Never heard of him before. I don't know who that is. Sorry, poop. Sorry. Don't know who that is. Why the fuck do I still got this fanny pack around my goddamn waist, y'all? Astronomy and astrology are different. That's what I'm saying. Like my slow, astronomy and astrology. You know what? I completely read that wrong. Elon Musk. Guess who can't spell now? Elon Musk, or did you mean to say? Yes, I meant to say Elon Musk, but I'm not spelling anything. I think you meant say. Like, what are you talking about? I tripped over my words and what? I got it correct. Now next. Hi, good afternoon, Jason. How are you? How are you? Girl, let me see your watch. I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. This is my watch. It's a two-tone. I got the silver and the gold watch. Thanks, babe. Let me tell you all. Let me tell you, you're about to piss me off because you're looking good. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Oh, look at him stroking my ego. Thank you. Y'all, when I tell you, I told y'all, okay. Oh, no wonder she called me. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. God is good. God is good. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Put in the work, have faith. Faith without works is dead, but take action. Thank you for calling. Y'all, I'm multitasking right now. I'm trying to handle my business and handle my business. Not, askaramin. Trying to handle my business and handle my business, man, because I'm a businessman. You know what I mean? A business. You know what? I might not even have all this energy that I have today because you know what? A beach period just came on yesterday. I mean, no, today. I was spotting yesterday and I got my period today. And I was just like, oh my God. And guess what? I had a goddamn cheeseburger today. For y'all who don't think your girl eat cheeseburgers, I just keep getting the good news after good news after good news after good news. Let me tell you something about receiving good news. Let me tell you something. The thing about learning about receiving good news is I used to want to shout it from the rooftops and tell everybody my goddamn good news. I used to want to be the first one to tell you, like, bitch, guess what happened to me today? But when I realized that motherfuckers don't really be happy for you the way that you think they be happy for your motherfucking ass, what I learned to do is keep the joy that I feel when I'm excited, when I'm happy, when I get good news. I started keeping that shit in my heart. Keep it to myself. Unless people who I really genuinely felt, it ain't many. Let me tell you something. It's not very many people. I learned my lesson a long time ago. It's not many people who's going to be happy for you. So what I did was start keeping that joy to myself, and I be so happy. And people be like, oh my gosh, why are you so happy? Why are you smiling? Why this? Why that? And they don't know. It's because I got some good news today. I got some good news. And I don't want to share it with nobody, bitch, because if I tell you right now you are not as happy and as excited for me as I am for my goddamn self right now, you gonna bring my energy down and you gonna be starting to fuck up my energy sphere, and I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to be thinking about, bitch, what you got going on over there. Bitch, I'm happy, so I'm gonna keep it to myself. That's what I learned as a big girl. Okay. Preach, karma. I'm telling you. Hallelujah. You better stop before we get it preaching up in this motherfucker. Sponsor says, when you're happy, people get jealous, especially if they are not pretty, like if they are so pretty like you. Oh my God. Like 911 on the screen. Call the police. It's a motherfucking hot motherfucker in here. Call the fire department. It's a bitch in here on fire right now. Put me out, bitch. They can't. That's why they be hating. Clock it. Miss Swagger says, I learned don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. People be speaking negativity over your success, putting spells on it with their tongue. That's what I'm saying. People be talking about, oh, you a witch. Oh, that bitch is in the kitchen cooking up all these spells and stuff. No, a coven is 2 or more people. Yes, hating is definitely boring as fuck. A coven is 2 or more people who come against you to talk about you, who literally are coming against you. So when 2 people come together, that's a coven. When they get to speaking their mouth, that with these words that are coming out their mouth, they're speaking spells over your life. This is what they mean when they say people are putting curses on you. They're literally cursing your life with the tongue, with the words that are coming out their mouth. Therefore, that's another reason why you should keep some shit to yourself. That's another reason why you should not be telling nobody your goddamn business until it comes to fruition, because they get to talking. Oh, you know, Akiela over there on YouTube starting her little YouTube channel. Honey, she ain't had number 200 something subscribers. She ain't even got that many subscribers. She don't even be getting that many views, girl. Yes, talking about she gonna be big one day on YouTube and shit. You know she ain't even doing that. And they talking. And it goes back to my point. that we had on Monday. While they talking, we planning and we executing and we getting shit done no matter what they say. So they could go ahead and speak spells, they could speak curses, they could say whatever it is that they want to say over your life. But one thing about it, and two things for sure, they talking, we building. Okay? So yes, when it's time to come, I'll tell y'all my good news. But until then, I'm keeping that shit to my motherfucking self, and I'll stay happy and joyful all on my own, because I ain't got time for nobody to be spewing no hate towards what the fuck I got going on. And I can't even tell who be looking at my live, because I know my haters watching me. Clock it. My haters. And they motivate me too. The people who, my support team, I fuck with y'all. I like that. I appreciate you too, Maya. I appreciate your support, your time, energy, effort being spent with me right now. Let me tell you something. One thing about it, two things for sure. A bitch just got good news, ho. Ow! Wow, 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 wow. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, wait. Y'all, I know you fucking lying. God is so amazing. God is so amazing. Oh wait, y'all, I gotta write. I swear, y'all, I'm telling you, things are gonna change right before your fucking eyes. And then people gonna ask me how I did it. I'm gonna be like, bitch, you weren't watching? Bitch, I know you seen me. Reply. I know they started off talking about aliens, but I don't believe that aliens real, just like a whole bunch of other shit I don't believe from people. I'm smoking up. I'm about to smoke up too, spot. Whoever did you wrong, it wasn't me, bruh. Miss Swagger, what happened? Thank you so much. I'm sure pleasure work with you as well. Print, could you please not husband payment print order? I want 3 total copies. I'm gonna make it 5 instead of 3. Bitch better have my money. Don't be ordering me up. They ain't got time. I swear, y'all, I act like this in real life. Like I just be in my own fucking brain. Who you know? I'll fucking wait. Who you know? I'll fucking wait. Cause baby, don't play with me. Play with your hair. Baby, don't do me. Do your hair. Don't play with me. Play with your tallywhacker. Hate when a bitch try me and then you show up and show out and show them like, bitch, you thought you were playing with me? Bitch, let's play Rick around the Rosie. Yeah. Okay, so I just literally, y'all, I just got back-to-back news. Yeah. Back news. Okay, so they'll ask you how you did it, flip your plight, and create a narrative around like it's a day story. I'm telling you, bro, you are so funny. Charisma, I'm for real, not the tallywhacker. I'm telling you, you don't play with me. Play with your tallywhacker. Don't play with me. Get that bitch to gobble your balls. Like, do not do me. But anyways, yeah, I just learned to start keeping my joy to myself, because motherfucker gonna be happy for you. Like, damn. One of my biggest regrets happened 3 years ago when I fucking made $120,000, and then I fucking went around telling people that I made $120,000 just because it was my first 6-figure job in my life, and I was so excited that I wanted to help people and share my wealth. But bitches were not happy. They hate that it was me. So this time, moving forward, bitch, you won't be on this goddamn train. I'm telling you right now, bitch, you better get to moving. I'm telling you right now. The money gonna change me. The money gonna change me. The money gonna change me this time. I try not to, you know what? I was like, oh, I don't want the money to change me. I don't want to be like that. But the same shit I be preaching to y'all, keep your energy expensive. That's me. All of your friends had a $2,000 problem. I'm telling you, Mike. Not only did my friends have a $2,000 problem, they just wanted to. I had friends who were not working. This is what I told my sister: stay away from the unhappy, the unhappy, and the unlucky, and the broke people, because not broke is not just financially, but broke can be mentally and spiritually as well. Because if they have nothing to lose, they will help you lose all that you have. You would think you being there for a friend, somebody who you call your friend, and say for example you work in a remote job like I was. Put a finger down if you've been working a goddamn remote job, been there for your friend, wanted to help your friend through the shit they were going through in their life, so you would invite your friend to come over to your house. They know that you work a goddamn remote job or be in the background making all kind of noises. Then when you in important ass meetings when they're not supposed to be in the first place, but you compromise your goddamn salary paid position to let a motherfucker be there because you thought that you were being a friend. Yeah, put a motherfucking finger down. Only for that motherfucker to disappear after they know they done started doing you wrong, and they start talking about your motherfucking ass behind your back, and somebody come and tell you, yeah, I had to put a few fingers down. I learned my lesson. You think that I'm ruthless? You might think that I'm ruthless, and you might even think that I'm goddamn toothless right here in the middle, bitch. I do not care. What you ain't gonna do is bring your broke energy ass around me. Because, bitch, it take a lot of work to get that energy back. It take a lot of work. Yes, I am, Mike. Yes, I am. I learned a lot of lessons. Yeah, it take a lot of work to get that energy back once you have to build and rebuild and rebuild and rebuild. Like, bitch, please. Lamborghini keys. Every time I say, bitch, please, Lamborghini keys, I really just mean, bitch, please. Ain't no fucking way I'm fucking with you. Like, I'm glad you showed your face. That way, when I prepare my vacation or prepare what I want to do, my next places I want to go, bitch, I won't be inviting you. I don't think you're ruthless. I think you're super intelligent. Thank you so much, Spot. Like the bit, I'm in some women's, in some of my old friends' story, I'm a demon. In some of their stories, I am a little demon. But don't worry, cause they're fucking birds and minds. So it's refreshing. So many are fake. Yeah, Mike, I don't have time for that fake shit. Like, bitch, please. You know you weren't fucking with me. Bitch, why you in my face? You don't even fucking like me. Girl, please. Ho, please. Don't worry. This time when I bounce back, it's going to be with far more strategy. That's cool. You can wrap them demon legs around me. No props. Ooh. Where you from? Sorry, I'm new. Mike. Oh, my God. Mike, I'm in Miami. That's all I'm telling you. I'm in Miami. I'm out here in Miami looking for the hoochie daddies. Yeah. But I had to learn my lesson. So this time, as I bounce back, you in Palm Beach? What up, though? You in West Palm Beach? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Like I said, you want me? I bet you that shit won't happen again. Right up the road? Yeah, you are right up the road. You are? I'm out here in Miami looking for the hoochie daddies. Born and raised? I was not born and raised in Miami. I'm not from Miami. Miami has taught me a lot of shit, though. In the 2 years that I've been here. Y'all. I can't stand here. He be getting everywhere. But yeah, this is the shit that was on my mind. Because I was just like, yeah, please. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to bounce back. This time when I bounce back and like instead of focusing, you know, I was debating. I'm not sure if I want to move into a high-rise condo or if I want to buy a Mercedes Jeep. I was looking at Mercedes or like I'm ready to buy me a car now. I think I'm ready to buy me a car. I found like where I want to be. I feel like I'm ready to buy me a car, and then I was thinking about I don't know if I'm really ready to get a car or do I want to move to Brickell, or do I want to move Boca, or do I want to move to Fort Lauderdale? Like, I have so many options and so many exciting things coming up for me that it's like, oh, bitch. So we gonna see what it's gonna be. But I'm super duper excited to share things. I'm super duper excited to share things with you all in the upcoming future. That's cool, Mike. The one thing through. Okay, let me look at my chat from my other phone. Let me look at my chat from my phone, because trying to squint to see what y'all saying is blowing me. I'm out here in Miami looking for the hoochie daddies. Okay, so that's cool, Mike. The thing is, though, you're not on our alpha level, but that's cool. Spa. Damn, Spa. Why you say that to him? He ain't on our level. Damn, that's fucked up. Damn. You got experience. He's cool. Mike, you gotta have big dick energy over here, bro. Don't let him sun you like that. You need big dick energy over here, baby. Like Spa got big dick energy. Like, she, yeah, experience. Ha. Spa, you ain't shit for that. You ain't shit for that. You ain't shit for that. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. You ain't shit for that. Spa, you ain't shit for that. You ain't shit for that. It's the alpha man in the sky. This is the alpha man in the sky. This is the alpha. Mike, are you white? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend, not for myself. Boss sound like a black guy. I don't know. Mike, you white? Don't let him talk to you like that, Mike. Damn. How did I know Mike was white? Mike, you smoke trees? You Italian? Ooh. You see how he talking, Mike? You gotta have energy like that. Like, you gotta have that big dick energy. Like, this that motherfucking Italian stallion big dick energy over here. Like, you gotta, you know, I'm not worried. Like you said, haters show up. Ooh. Swish. Nothing but net. That was so shady. Oh my gosh. But Mike is experienced. Yeah, got me shaking like a vibrator, shaking like a salt shaker. Yeah. But no, for real, that's my theory. That's what I was thinking about. I was just like, let me think about something else that I be thinking about sometimes. Okay. I don't know if John is here. See, if John was here, I would bring him on and we would talk. And then we could have like a even deeper discussion, because he was talking about some deep shit to me, but I was like, I wasn't privy to everything that he was saying, so I think that it would be better to hear from his perspective versus mine, because it would just be a game of phone call if I was to relay the message. It wouldn't make any sense. Mike said I didn't bring the heat, but I'm here for it. He gonna need that Frank Riggs. I love it. Real cute, real funny. Be sure to hit the like button. I really didn't have anything to say, and I wasn't planning on getting on live today. I just wanted to chat with y'all. I have a Florida DOC number if that sometimes y'all can relate. If y'all can relate with. What's Florida DOC number? Department of Corrections. Oh. Spa. I think you're trying to tell you a little something. He said, I ain't no, don't push me. Hi, friends. How are you, girl? just got on here today because I was thinking about my theories. I was like, do y'all believe that Neil Armstrong landed on the goddamn moon? Because I don't believe that shit. I do not believe it. I don't believe it. Friends, do you think that Neil Armstrong landed on the moon? I think, friends, are you happy to see it? It's so good to see you too, friends. I believe, friends, I don't think you're in America, are you? You're in France? You look at me. Thank you, girl. I whip my hair back and forth. I put my wig on today, girl. I whip my hair back and forth. I put my hair back and forth. Yes, you want to come to Oz? I'll take you around the country on my spa. Oh yes. Okay, so do you think that Neil Armstrong landed on the moon? I don't believe it. Jordan Stevens. Hi, Jordan. Spa. Spa. I think so, LOL, but it makes me think too. I don't know, man. I don't believe anything anymore. Girlfriends, I don't believe nothing. Fairies are real. Vampires are real. Werewolves are giants. 7-layer, where are you from? Cause you keep spelling shit so wrong. Yes, friends. I do not believe it. You want to bring a friend? I'll take care of y'all. Make sure you have the best time. Spa. Email me. Because I feel like you're just stroking my ego. Yeah, I got a friend. Yeah, I definitely got somebody in mind. It'll be after she come back from Australia. Like, girl, let's go on a vacation. Mike says, y'all seen the movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan? Yes, Mike. Oh my gosh. Yes, I seen Sinners. I was actually just talking about it with somebody yesterday. Because I really do. I seen it from a spiritual. Oh no, I was talking about it today. I seen it from a spiritual perspective. And I found it to be so interesting when the demons showed up at the juke joint and the people, they weren't able to be invited in unless you invited them in, much like how spirits are today. So or any entity that's trying to enter you, it doesn't have permission unless you give it. Sure, I can email you. See how you can see how pretty I be too. Okay, spot. Email me. Jordan Stevens says, "What's my IG, mama?" My IG is Akiela Galore, AKIELA Y'all, I was dancing today on my IG. Let me show y'all on my IG. I was on my IG today. Dancing it up. I was dancing on my IG today. So go look at my IG. So you can follow me at Akiela Galore, AKIELA. Look. AKIELAGALORE. Follow me. My name is Akiela Galore, AKIELAGALORE. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. I be posting. I was dancing this morning because I was shaking my butt. And I posted a post that says, "Stop watching other people's lives and watch your weight, finances, relationship, dry skin, dry lips, and cracked heels. Because that's the truth. That's the truth. The truth." I'm so tired of seeing AI generated content. Like, I'm sick of it. Like, seeing little babies that look like this. Like, I'm tired of seeing shit like this. I'm sick of it. Girl. I'm sick of it. Okay, so wait. Let me see the comments. I'm a blues musician. You loved it. Okay, Mike. Okay, it's on Prime now. All right. Fairy isn't a thing. It's fairy. I'm from Harlem. I learned all this info to deter from the norm. Okay, 7-layer. Okay, Mike. I'm confused. It sounds weird when I say things about me because I don't sound real, but my family and friends are high class wealthy. My best friend just built a $60 million hotel. Am I frozen? No. Maybe it's just this. No. Okay. 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 I don't believe everything I see. I believe half of what I see and none of what I hear. Half of what I see, none of what I hear. Moo, 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 moo. I would say no, but I don't want others to know. No worries. No worries. I believe you. Your word is your bond. What you go to, girl? Nothing, girl. I went to, what did I do today? Oh, I went and rode my scooter for like an hour because I wanted to get out my house and get some sunlight on me. So I went and rode my scooter down Ocean Drive, and then I went up Alton Road, and then I went by McDonald's and I had me a Big Mac because my period came on today, and I be craving it. I eat at least one cheeseburger a month because when my menstrual come on, I always crave a cheeseburger. So I had a cheeseburger, I had a Big Mac with some barbecue sauce, and I got me an apple pie, and I got a slushie, and that was pretty much it. That's all I did today. Oh, and I handled some business behind the scenes, but it's nothing that I wanted to talk about in particular. And I got some good news today too, but again, it's nothing I want to announce so early on until I, things are official. Spot says, my family is in farming too. We literally supply 100% of the lettuce to McDonald's in my state. What? I tore that Big Mac up today with that lettuce on it. It was so damn good with that barbecue sauce. I was fucking it up. And I ate all my food, which is surprising to me because I usually don't eat all my food. So that's how I knew I was hungry and I really was craving it. I usually eat all my food when I'm craving something in particular. But if I'm not craving it and I just need to fill my belly because I haven't ate, then I'll eat something. Jordan says, seeing your IG, you couldn't handle this pipe, baby. What? You seen your IG, you little couldn't handle this pipe, baby. Jordan, what? What? France said, crazy, I made a smash burger for lunch. I bet that shit was hitting. Girl, France, you see what he's saying? Like, what? Fire mix that sounds really good. It was. You have a tight figure. You definitely look after your stuff. Jordan don't know what he talking about. Every time a man tell me, oh, you can't handle this big dick I got. You can't handle this, baby. I seen your little ass. You can't handle this. This is a way to try to make me be like, I bet you I can handle that dick. I bet you I can. He be like, I bet you can't. I bet you I can. I bet you can. All right, just show me. Show me you can do it. All right, I bet you I can. Like, this is rage bait. Jordan, I don't believe you. Like, every time a man has told me he had a big dick, it end up being like average or below average. So I'm not really bothered by you saying that I couldn't handle your wood, because most men who got fire ass, good ass dick, they don't brag about it. They don't tell you about it. They surprise you. And you didn't even know they had all that wood. You be like, bitch, this a big dick. So I don't believe you. Yeah. Yeah. You see how he trying to bait me, talking about some, baby, baby, you could only handle the tip. Negro, please. I am not impressed. Not at all. Bah, I for know the number one rule, don't talk about your dick. Like, of course, I'll DM you, babe. Mine a real 9-incher. I'll link up though if you want. This proves my point, you all. Didn't I just say that that's all he wanted to do is bait me into share his so-called BBC? Like, that shit is probably LLD, little dick. So I am not impressed, Jordan. Like, I'm not impressed with your LLD. Talk about you got a BBC, and I'm telling you, it don't impress me. So, move forward, baby. Like, capiche, capiche. Yeah, I don't believe him spot. Like I said, most men ain't bragging. Men with big dicks don't sit there and brag about their dick. They just don't. And when they do be sitting there bragging about their dick, it ain't hitting no shit. They ain't hitting on nothing. Exactly. Thank you, friends. Hit the super chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Thank you. But I definitely don't believe. Next time, say 6 inches. That's. Like I said, any man who got a big dick, they're usually not bragging to tell you that they got a big dick. They're just not bragging. They're just not bragging. It's always a surprise. And you be standing there like, what I'm going to do with this? Maybe what I'm going to do with this? Everybody else would be like, I got a big dick. I bet you can't take my dick. I bet you can't take my dick. That shit don't be hitting on nothing. Little. So I don't believe him. Friends! Clock it. Be like friends and hit the super chat. Y'all. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you for the $6.99. Thank you so much. Thank you for investing in me. Jordan says, you missing love. I don't play with the rod. I weren't even bragging, just saying, don't think you could take it, B. Jordan, I'm sitting at my house on my live stream. You comment on my video that you don't think I could take your dick after looking at my Instagram. Come back over here and tell me that I can't take your dick because I'm little. And I'm telling you, I don't believe you. I'm telling you, usually guys who brag that they got a big dick and that, oh, you can't handle nothing but the tip, them usually be the ones who can't fuck. I'm telling you, them the one who got to brag, it ain't usually nothing to brag about. I'm telling you, I'm just like you telling me I'm little and I can't handle it. Like I'm telling you, men like you usually don't get no pussy. I'm telling you, men like you would never fuck a bitch like me. I'm just saying, like, that's all I'm telling you. And I don't even know you or know what you look like. I could just tell by the way you talk to me that I'm just telling you like you telling me, that we telling each other that you saying I can't take it. And I'm telling you that if I wanted to, I would. But you can't take this, and that's a fact. That's all I'm saying, big dog. That's all I'm saying. Just like you. The fuck? Dang, I bet he'd do anything to have someone like you. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm not impressed with Jordan Stevens. I'm not impressed that he's talking about his big dick. I'm not impressed with none of it. Like, he came over here to my live to tell me, they ain't gonna ask me for my Instagram, just to go over there and tell me that I'm little. I can't take his dick, as if I'm impressed with what he got hanging in between his legs. Nigga, I can find more dicks like yours before you find pussy like mine. I'm telling you. That's all I'm saying. Just like you, that's all we saying. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. Same energy be let pop off. Same energy be under, like telling you like, bruh, nah, I don't want your dick. I don't want to fuck you. I say no. No. And I don't have to explain to you that either. why my poom better. I don't have to explain to you about my poom. I don't have to explain to you that it's better. I don't have to explain to you that I don't want your dick. I just don't want it. You bought that energy and I'm just returning it like, bruh, I don't want to pop off. That's what you want to do. That's why you was trying to bait me in the first place. But it ain't what I'm trying to do, bruh. That's it. Just take your L and keep it moving. Because I'm talking about that splat. I don't want that splat. Okay, Jordan. I'm putting, like, Jordan, okay. Okay, now I got to put you in timeout because you're starting to be disrespectful because you are being triggered back to your high school self from being rejected because I don't want to give you any pussy because you got a whack ass dick talking about your dick big, and I just don't believe you because men who got big dicks never brag about them. And if you talking about your dick, I'm sure the energy that you got probably don't even match your bank account. So it's a double whammy, no. All right. People with experience know these things. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping it moving. Jordan is just here to get some clickbait, you know. But I don't have time for that. He sounds like a child. Like he just graduated high school. This is how much hair be shedding. Yeah, big dick isn't always fun. He wouldn't be bragging it's not fun when it's too tight and you bend in because you can't get it in. And also, she in a lot of pain and can't give it hard. Like, we've already had this conversation before in my live. This conversation isn't about that. This conversation is about, do we believe that Neil Armstrong landed on the moon? Jordan Stevens wanted to bring his big dick energy, which is probably not even big dick energy. He probably barely know how to wipe his ass proper. I do not have time to sit here and talk about how big a dick is, if it could be taken, how tight a pussy is. Like, your sex life is your best life. I hope it is. But at the end of the day, what I do know, one thing about it, and two things for sure, Jordan Stevens would never fuck me. That's all. No matter how tight he think I am or how loose he think my walls are, his dick and his balls won't bounce over this way. Not a chance. Be for real. Be for fucking real. Men always trying to bait me. Like, that's the thing about being a beautiful woman. Once you get past the beauty and you start seeing what's in these men's brains, they don't be talking about shit. Even the men with the money, they don't be talking about a motherfucking thing. You know they want pussy. That's the only thing that make the world go round is pussy and money. And the sooner you understand that, the better off you'll be. Pussy and money and pussy. You need money to get pussy, and pussy makes life on earth be here. Money and pussy make the world go round. Money and pussy. Not Jordan Stevens trying to pass out his dick to strangers online. That's a dirty dick. My pussy come with a vetting process. A very rigorous, strenuous, vigilant vetting process. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Yes. That's right, Seven Leg. You know that. You know that. That's right, Spot. You know that. I know y'all don't hear no music, but I hear music in my head. Y'all want to know what I hear? Let's see. This is a song I hear in my head. Y'all know that song? Sex, Money, and Drugs Make the World Go Round. No, spa. It's just pussy and money. Because money is the resource that helps you buy the drugs. You can buy pussy, but pussy is the one natural element. Like you can't you can go buy weed, you can produce weed, you can go buy drugs with the money. But the pussy is different. You know? There's nothing on earth that you can compare to a pussy. Not one thing. Not at all. You need money to buy the drugs first before it's the resource to help you make the money. So like I said, pussy and money make the world go round. Did y'all hear about that TikTok of that uncle telling his niece, the niece went and asked her uncle for $150, and her uncle cussed her slam out because she got a boyfriend. He said, "How you up here got a boyfriend up here laying down with a man and you don't exactly friends? How you got a boyfriend and you coming over here to ask me for some money and you over there fucking him? Ain't no way you supposed to." This is a man, her uncle talking to her. "Ain't no way you supposed to be over there giving your goddamn pussy. You doing much today, pretty one?" No, I'm probably gonna get off here in about 7 minutes at 6:30. He said, you up here laying around, sleeping around with men that ain't taking care of you. You supposed to make sure you taking care of before you out there giving your pussy away, and then you gotta go ask another man for money. How you up here giving your pussy to one man and you gotta go ask another man for money? Make it make sense. Let's talk about it. Are you saying the uncle trying to hit that? No, the uncle wasn't trying to hit that. The uncle was instilling in her that don't be out here giving your pussy away for free to men who ain't taking care of you, and you got to turn around and ask another man for some money. That's wild. Yeah, her mama wasn't there. It was a TikTok. It was like, it wasn't just her. It was 3 nieces talking to their uncle, and it's like the uncle telling them real shit. Let me see if I can go find the TikTok. Uncle telling nieces about men. Listen.
Fuck, nigga, this shit ain't free, nigga.
Since my yes, sir.
Wow, fuck, nigga. You tell a nigga just like fuck, nigga, this shit ain't free, nigga. You don't know why I'm not learning this shit from my uncle and them.
Yes, sir.
This shit ain't free, nigga. Nigga, this light bill do.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? Nigga, that water do. You want the coochie clean, ain't it? You see what I'm saying? Come on now, y'all my nieces. I can talk to y'all like this. Y'all grown now.
Yes, sir.
You want the coochie clean, ain't it?
You gotta come with that paper.
You got to come with that paper, nigga.
Thanks.
It ain't no disrespect. You got to do a nigga like that. Because guess what? If you gonna be for free, he gonna treat you for free. If you go to him for free, when you need him, how you gonna be able to get something from him when you already for free?
That's true. Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's what I mean. It says when your uncle giving you a lecture because you asked him for $200 and have a boyfriend. Yes.
Let me see if I can go find the TikTok.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Sad but truth. Come with that paper. Okay, that's crazy. All my guy friends with kids got daughters. Karma is very real. It sure is. Y'all sitting up here asking, it to me that always been crazy. Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. That don't make no sense to me. So the uncle wasn't trying to. The uncle was just telling them like, The man want clean pussy, don't he? He need to pay the light bill. He need to pay the water bill. He need to pay something. A niece gonna appreciate something with some value if it's free. It's like a diamond. A nigga gonna appreciate something with some value if it's free. It's like a diamond. I'm telling you, I'd rather hear all day, every day. Baby, you expensive. Then, if he getting the milk for free, then why buy the goddamn cow? I'm just saying. Hey, Mo Cash. If you getting the milk for free, he is not buying that goddamn cow, baby. It's real strict over here. Real strict. Real tight. Real motherfucking. It's a tight ship over here. I had an ex-boyfriend tell me that he was like, I run a tight ship. Me too, motherfucker. Me too. Yes. I run a tight ship. It's real strict over here. You have some standards to adhere to, babes. I look so cute on my live. It's like the video of the girl cheating, call her man to buy her in the stop. Call her man to buy her in the stop piece of food. They thought that was cool, but comments was clowning them. Left my house like, me too, nigga. What? The girl cheating, call her man to buy her in the side piece of food. They thought it was cool. The internet is not a real place. There's no way. I appreciate that you're smart, entertaining, you have a good attitude, and I like that you put people in their place, then they dumb and step out of line. Thank you, Spa. Definitely. I appreciate you. Not at all. I don't have a problem doing that. No. That's so interesting. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Some shit you just gotta laugh at. Like, girl, please. That's bullshit. As long as good pussy is involved, the woman controls the relationship. Facts. That is very true. I heard that from a birdie with a little wordy. I heard that from a birdie with a little wordy. Bro knew she was laid up and told her that hell nah. That's just disrespectful, Mixed Swagger. That's disrespectful. Spa said not true. Good pussy make you do some crazy stuff, ain't it, guys? What? Good pussy make you do some crazy stuff. Not strong enough to take care of his woman. Not strong enough to take care of his woman. Okay. Okay. That's insane. She disrespectful. She didn't respect that man at all. Not at all. Okay. So I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to you all. This was a great conversation. I just wanted to get up here and see what y'all thought about Neil Armstrong. I would definitely see you in the morning as well. I want to log off here early so that I can talk to my sisters, make sure I get some sleep. And that's why I have so much energy today, because I went to bed early last night. I was in bed like 11 o'clock. And then I woke up this morning around 6:30. So LOS is true. Just because you can hit it doesn't mean you hitting it good. She'll tell you if you're good at it. It equals control. See you, friends. I see you all in the morning. For those of you who will be here, I'll be here at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time sharp. And I'm just going to make sure that I talk to my siblings and go to bed early because I already did. Thank you so much, friends. Enjoy your evening. I ate already, so I probably won't be eating anything else today. Is it for like snacks or something? No. I take care of my lady. Of course, she has a delicious special spot, so it should be. I take care of her like a man should. Be good, mixed swagger. See you all in the morning. For those of you all who will be here, and for the rest of you all, if you enjoyed this live, hit the subscribe button, like button, share. You stay amazing as well, Spot. Have a great night, and see you later, 7-layer. Bye. I enjoyed chatting with you all as well, and I'll see you all in the morning. Okay.